It's a new Soyless Matt Show episode! Oh my god! Subscribe to me right now! I'm a proud person, do it! In today's show, we have a reminder of my last video where I exposed the Young Turks, or more specifically how I exposed how Cenk would send email after email after email asking his audience for money to pay employees, and how he didn't actually use that money to pay employees at all. Oh my god. Or did he? I don't know. Do you know? I bet you do know if you watch my last video. If you don't know, do it. I know you're gonna love it. But today, we're gonna talk about the Young Turks yet again. But not only them, as today, the actual topic of the episode is not just the Young Turks. For the first time in a while, we're gonna talk about more people. Oh my god, it's a fucking miracle. Finally, something other than just the Young Turks, because today the topic is the single-digit IQ takes on Cuties the movie. If you're not aware of the controversy and what happened, Netflix released a new movie and promoted said movie with this promotional poster. Oh no! It looks like the movie is for baby aficionados, right? That's what you would think, because you believe too much in common sense and the obvious. All you see is the forest from the trees, because your neurons lack the muscles that the neurons of the Mexican comedian Dicko Mastersono has in his powerful brain. Let's hear his hot take.
Do you want to talk about Cuties? I don't know. Let me see if I got through all my other stuff. Cuties?
You mean
the oranges? The little mini oranges?
What about them?
Everyone called me a pedophile because I don't have a problem with those little miniature clementines. They had a provocative ad campaign, but I still like the fruit. You know,
Cuties,
the ad doesn't reflect upon the delicious miniature orange that I like to consume.
Yeah, they're great.
You know what I mean?
Perfectly normal, healthy reaction to a f***ing movie that's clearly targeted to little girls or women, right? Yeah. Obviously. Do you know how many times I've been called a pedophile this week? If you took...
Wait, give me... Yeah,
I'm going...
Do you have a ballpark?
Okay. I don't know if I've been called in my life now, as of today, in the year 2020. I don't know if I've been called a Nazi or a pedophile more. I donate $2 to Rain. I've already done more than everyone, the 99.999% of people running their fucking mouths on the internet.
Dick, it's $2.
It's almost nothing. You're right.
I'm sure
it is almost nothing. You're dead right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Stack all of your fucking slacktivism up to the moon and see what that does for literally anybody. You fucking schmucks.
It's still zero.
Zero.
Yeah, I'll handle
These guys
this.
in the 50s would be driving around in a pickup truck going Q stomping, right? Because that's what it was then. It was the same projection. I'm terrified of communism. I need to do something to prove that I'm a fucking man. So I'm gonna create the antithesis of me, the inversion of the reflection. Waluigi. We gotta find Waluigi and kill him.
Yeah.
He doesn't exist other than an inversion of a reference to yourself that you've created to live in a world that does not exist. How's that?
And then the movie came out. It's self-graphy!
How's that?
It's self-graphy!
How's that?
Softcore self-graphy! I've never seen a hot take being so aggressively disproven. Look at the picture. These children are being molested. It's the funniest molestation of children in the history of the planet. It's so funny, no? What a weird thing to laugh at. 2020, you've been a wonderful year for comedy. I'll give you that. US politicians are asking for an investigation to see if anyone involved in making this movie molested children. Even 4chan banned the movie. 4chan! They allowed the N-word, they banned Cuties. No screenshot, no post about it, it's over. Even 4chan.
Only me and Vito have reasonable takes on this?
Vito, no! Not anymore, Dicko! So of course I'm not gonna watch the movie, but someone online tried to watch the movie? So let's hear from him. And not me, cause I ain't watching this crap.
I say tried to watch because I only got through about 30 minutes before I turned it off. It is beyond repulsive. It is actual softcore child.
How's that?
There's so much ass shaking, so much ass touching from the girls, ass slapping, and it's just fucking disgusting. And the camera operator, I don't know who's working the camera for this movie, it must be Dan Schneider, because the camera operator's like going up each girl's ass crack, going like right up for a colonoscopy. When they spread their legs, he like fucking speed runs over there to the camera as close as possible. And again, these are actual children actresses, these aren't adults playing kids. These are actual 11, 12-year-olds. They're children.
Jesus Christ, what a fuck up. Is that enough about that stupid movie Cuties? Does anybody else have a little fit that they want to throw about it?
Yes, there's a lot more people that are talking about this movie. Like this person on Twitter, Lawrence Fox. He said he thinks he's possibly more offended by the racism because the movie was written and directed by a black woman than he is offended by the child. And he calls himself in his bio a fierce liberal and a father. Oh no. Oh no, but look at this other guy. He's an actual writer and reviewer for The New Yorker. He wrote an article called Cuties, the extraordinary Netflix debut that became the target of a right-wing campaign. His name is Richard Brody, and he has a real picture of himself on his Twitter, and he looks like a baby connoisseur. He's also followed by Movie Bob and Michael Moore. And look at the movies this liberal reviewed. Oh, a lot of reviews of movies that had to do with the sexual awakening of teenagers. It appears many liberals were saying that the only people that were hating on this pedo movie were right-wings and all-righters, just Republicans. I wonder what Sean Head had to say about this movie.
At least the movie itself isn't gross and creepy. Right? Now, one of the reasons I felt like I needed to talk about this, besides the fact that it's just disgusting and needs to be called out, and besides the fact that thousands and thousands of you wouldn't leave me the f*** alone about it, is this narrative that it's only the right wing mad about this. Can we please not give the concept of being against pedophilia to the right wing?
Conservatives are intentionally pushing a false narrative about a new Netflix film that actually denounces the hypersexualization of young girls. And the reason why they're intentionally spreading disinformation about the film is because it's not a secret. They're trying to rile up QAnon conspiracy theorists who are honestly an ever-growing presence within the Republican electorate.
Well, she tried, but the Young Turks came to f*** it up, right? Being completely willing to give the Republicans the concept of being against What are you doing, Cenk and Ana?
Conservative provocateurs like Steven Crowder and conspiracy theorists like Alex Jones dedicated videos to calling out the leftist media and praised Cuties. Writers and personalities from conservative publications like the Daily Caller and Breitbart also criticized the film's content. Ted Cruz, for instance, one of the right-wingers who tweeted about this, said Netflix is trying to profit from the sexual exploitation of young children. Then you have another right-winger, Tulsi Gabbard, tweeting, Cuties will certainly whet the appetite of pedophiles and help fuel the child sex trafficking trade. But here's the problem. Most of the people who have these criticisms haven't actually watched the film. And so, Cenk, I want to get your thoughts on all of this.
All right. So first of all, there is no legitimate Republican Party anymore. So if you catch any so-called reporter talking about, mainstream Republicans, they're basically lying to you. The film is against pedophiling young kids. But they don't care about what's true. This was originally an alt-right trick, and they proudly bragged about it about 5-6 years ago. They would say, look, let's just go around smearing people as pedophiles. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. It'll be the first thing that shows up in their Google search, and their lives will be ruined. So we get to ruin the lives of our political opponents, and It's a great trick. But okay, how about the most famous child trafficker in the news, certainly in recent memory, Jeffrey Epstein. Trump was great friends with him, used to party with him all the time, went to his parties. Not only that, you say, well, that was a long time ago, he didn't like him anymore. I don't know if they had a dispute about, who should get what girl or whatever it was. That's what the right wing has evolved to in this country. And if you're still a part of it,
yeah, it's awful, right?
If you're still a Republican and you're part of that party, who are you? What kind of grotesque thing have you signed up for?
So that's what we're dealing with now, which is why it's important not to empower these people in any way or embolden them. And so, yeah, we need to get Trump out.
But that's not all. I have one more that's possibly even dumber than the Young Turks' take on Cuties. If you thought that the Young Turks being in favor of everything that Trump and the Trump applicants are against, even when they are against the people who love 10-year-olds, was the epitome of stupidity, I have a really nice surprise for you. I hope you think it's funny as we watch the dumbest take on Cuties together.
Hi Cuties. Guess what I just watched? Cuties is a film that Netflix just bought from director Maimouna Doucouré. She's a French woman. This film does try to make you sexually aroused by 11-year-olds. It's a good movie. It's a solid film. It's kind of like The Last of Us too. It's a great game. Definitely better than most movies. It's a good movie. It's real. It's very realistic. We're already constantly telling little girls, especially little girls, how pretty and how cute they are. When we tell a child that they're cute, we are telling them that they're attractive. And attractiveness is only one thing. It's when you say, "Oh, you're so pretty. Look how beautiful you are. Try this outfit on. Look at your little tiara." If you strip away all of the cushioning of that, and you look at what it is, you're objectifying your child. So there's a scene where they're dancing on stage, and there are these judges that are like frowning. That's the only indication the film gives that this is odd or that they are overly sexualized. It's just a great metaphor for the way that kids want to be cool and are all about it. And one way that women are oppressed in basically every society is that there's no room for their sexuality. Little girls are horny and they want to express that. And then you'll see them shaking their booties on this stairway as they make this viral video. And they're pretty hot. That's the whole point of the movie, is that you're supposed to be sitting there thinking, look at the blonde one. Now, is it exploitative? Yes. Should it be illegal? No, definitely not. It's not porn. When they're like wiping their hands on their crotches, I think from the back. It's a good movie. It's a solid film. Definitely better than most movies. You should watch it, it's good. Trigger warning. Honesty.
Do you think that guy wants baby ass in his pee-pee? Let me know in the comments down below. When he says stuff like this in the video.
Trigger warning. Honesty. It's kind of like The Last of Us too. It's a great game.
Makes me think that he's trying to do some sort of comedy bit, but now everyone thinks he wants to do 10-year-olds in the pooper. So it could be the dumbest joke in all of YouTube history, or maybe he's actually in love with babies. I only report. It's up to you to decide. And that is all for today's Soyless Matt Show episode. Will there be another episode of the Soyless Matt Show very, very soon? Yes! As soon as possible. More videos! Give me more power! Oh, you want more videos? I'll give you more videos! So subscribe right now! Hit the bell! And follow me on Twitter! Because the Soyless Matt Show is made by a brown person! Don't be the racist! Be an ally to brown people! Be an ally to me! Oh!